Hey guys, it's the Dutch Sims 4 Master and welcome to part number 4 of Let's Build a Cafe in the Sims 4 Get Together. We're actually in Windenburg because that's the world we're building in, and of course Windenburg comes with this new expansion pack. But yeah, I got quite some good constructive criticism on the first, or not the first, but the previous parts. Which has really helped me and which is going to help me with this episode as well, because I'll complement some of the ideas which you gave me or some of the tips which you gave me into the build, because there was kind of like you had two camps in the comment section, one which wanted blue umbrellas and one which wanted green umbrellas, but the camp for the green umbrellas was bigger, so I've decided to make the umbrellas green. And I must honestly say that I myself I've decided that I like the green better as well. The last episode I preferred the blue, but for now I actually prefer the green. Also, I should not put the tables as symmetrical, or at least that's what some people said, so that's something I fixed as well. I guess I'm going to place it over there we go. So yeah, I guess those were some good tips regarding the build. Also, I got some tips regarding the video. Someone said last time that it nearly sounded as if I was asleep while building that, and I must say that I can kind of imagine that, you know, or at least that you get that idea, because of course I'm not asleep, and I know that person who said it knows that as well, but that feeling might be created. But that's mainly because I always, you know, I'm kind of relaxed while recording this because I'm just building, and at the same time I also have to kind of concentrate, because otherwise what I'm building is simply not good, and I do want to have a good end result. So therefore I always have to kind of concentrate, which makes that the commentary gets a little bit worse. But yeah, thanks for saying it. At least I'll make sure that I kind of look out for making it too boring, because I know that that's of course not what you want. So I hope I've not, you know, got someone to unsubscribe because of that, because he thought, you know, those videos are never going to be fun. But you know, I'm just always kind of relaxed while doing this, just with a cup of tea, and I guess you should do exactly the same. Just grab yourself a cup of tea and sit down and watch, and in the end just leave a comment on what you think of the episode and what you think I should change for the next one, and just suggestions and stuff, because that's in the end really much fun. I have come up with the idea of maybe doing live streams for Let's Build, so that means that you can actually watch the video live. So I'll be recording it, I mean, and then I'll be listening to everything you say, because I'll have like a chat section open, and then you'll be able, by the way, this tree looks pretty cool over here, but I'm not going to do it. But then you can leave like any feedback you have for the house, and in that way I immediately know what you like and what you don't like, which I guess would really help with the series. But yeah, I'm going to try that. Of course, then I will have to live stream, and yeah, I'm not sure whether I really want that. I think it's really much fun, and it will really make the builds better as well, because you can immediately give me the ideas instead of having to wait for one episode, or at least me having to wait for one episode until I can, you know, put the new ideas through. But yeah, I guess that will be fun. So please let me know if you thought that's a good idea. Then I'll try that. Of course, then I have to come up with a setup for the live stream, or at least I'll have to come up with an idea how I'm actually going to live stream, because I've literally never done that before. But yeah, that will work out perfectly fine, I guess, in the end. I hope so, at least. So here we've got yeah, some landscaping, I guess. I'm not too sure yet about those, yeah, undecorated Christmas trees. The colors of them are really cool, but I'm not sure whether it really fits the area. That's kind of, the palm trees really fit the area in my opinion, but maybe I can better try to add these kind of trees, which you see over here. I believe we've got them in game as well. There we go. But those are not exactly the same. These are a little bit darker, which makes them look a little bit shittier. Let me see. Nope, that's just way too dark. I really like the color of, yeah, of that other one, but it's kind of a Christmas tree in my opinion. But let me know. I'm just adding these trees, and if you think they look like shit, let me know, because then I'll change it, maybe, if enough people say it, or maybe if you really like it, let me know as well, because then I know that I should actually leave it the way it currently is. We're not going to add those woohoo trees over there, or plants that are, or they're not only woohoo trees, they're also just toilets, I believe, and like a refrigerator or something. I believe you can also eat with it. You can literally do everything if you have that planned, which is pretty cool. And much cheaper, of course, than having an entire house, but at the same time, it also does not look that good. I mean, I would prefer to have a house over a strange plant the size of a regular plant, in which you can do anything you want. But I must say that the colors of them, they just simply look good, so I might just add them without them being functional, so just adding them there, because I do really like the colors of them. There we go. Those bright colors really make it look a little bit more tropical, I guess. It kind of reminds me of the plants coming with Roaring Heights back in the days of The Sims 3. That was, like, I believe the last town DLC which we got, or world DLC, I'm not sure whether it were towns or worlds. And Roaring Heights was kind of a Miami-styled area, and those plants came with it, and they just really looked cool. I was happy with those. So I guess I'm going to add such plants over here as well. There we go. And also adding some purple ones. At the back, by the way, we've got a little bit more shadow, but I guess that's good, because then people can decide whether they want to be under the umbrellas in the shadow, whether they simply want to be in the sun at the front, or want to be in the shadow at the back. And of course, you know, the sun turns around, so in that way, at some points you are in the sun on the other side as well. And it's mainly this side of the building that's in the shadow, but the terrace itself is kind of in the shade. Or not in the shade, I mean. Okay, what was I saying? I guess I'm adding this sign at the back over here as well. I hope there's no lag in the video, because I had some trouble while recording that I noticed that there was some lag, so I've decided to change some settings. And with my recent Let's Play, I noticed that there was lag, and I only noticed that when I literally just finished, well, editing, and I'd already like rendered it and stuff, but then I couldn't change it, of course, because you've made progress already, I've saved it already, then you cannot fix it. So that was kind of a pity, but I hope for this episode there's not really much lag. Let me know. But I guess by the time I've rendered it, I'll find out myself as well. But then I cannot fix it anymore. But oh well. Let me see here. We add some umbrellas just to create some shadow. Though this literally does not work. We should have to make it kind of realistic, of course. There we go. That looks cool, I guess. So I think it's good looking if we fix it like that, and then. Should I add another window over there? Yep, that looks good. Righty, I guess we have finished the exterior now. Let me see what looks better. I think it looks better if I do use this. It looks pretty fine. There we go. Yep. Alrighty. Very simple, the exterior. If you are, well, the landscaping of at least of the exterior is very simple, but I think it does look cool. So that's in the end everything we want, in my opinion, though. Let me see. Can we add some other chill out chairs? Maybe this is fancy to add. Let me see, which one should I add then, because maybe this looks a little bit better. Not too sure yet about those chairs. Maybe they do look good in black, but in my opinion, you know, I like the idea of having these lounge sets for like outdoors, but at the same time, I don't really like the look of them too much. So that's kind of the point I've got there. Yeah, I like the idea of having them, but they're not really worked out the way I would have personally done it if I could. But I can definitely not do any game design, so nope. But yeah, maybe it's cool if we have like red and green, but it would have been better if we had the green stuff, cushions, I guess we could say, on these sofa seats, but that's just simply impossible. Only if we had like create a sim, that would be, or create a style, I mean, that would be so good, because then we could literally do everything we could do in Sim 3, which is change every single color in the game, and that was so customizable. It's insane, but we do not have that, and we're not going to cry too much over it, because that will definitely not bring it back, I guess. Let me see. Okay, that does not look good. I'm just using the black one there. And there we go. I guess I'm placing these chairs in this way. Yep. That's cool. You know, in that way you have kind of a lounge area and a more regular seating or lunch area, maybe even breakfast could be cool as well. Alrighty, how am I going to be doing this? We've got a bar over here in the exterior. Then we've of course got the entrance, and then I'm going to first add some stairs because, you know, in the end sometimes I literally forget to add stairs to houses. Then I finish the entire exterior and I find out that I have forgotten them. And that's not fun, because then you have to just literally change some things in your design which you're really happy with, because otherwise I would not have built it that way. And then, yeah, that's not nice. But, you know, this time we have at least not forgotten it. That's perfect. I guess I am deleting this part over here. There we go. Can we delete it? I really don't know. Why can we not fix this? I'm kind of getting annoyed by that. If I could ever visit EA, I would definitely ask them to fix that, because this just does not look good. Maybe? Or did I just literally fix it? Maybe it's always just my problem. But then I've got one more problem, and that's the fact that you cannot add these around the entire staircase area. But at least it's something which we can add, and that's this, because we can add these. Alrighty, then I am adding some sidings as well for this. Something else I want to change is the fact that you can... Wait, can you? For some reason, I can personally never manage to do that while building, and that's deleting one side of the fence around the stairs. I can just literally not do that, but it would be really helpful. But, or at least just make a way to make this look better, because this does just not look really good. But that's enough ranting on what I do not like about the game, because furthermore, I am personally really happy with it. I personally think it's much better than Sim 3, simply because it just runs smoother, though this episode might not be the smoothest one yet, though I think, you know, this movement is pretty smooth, I believe, because I can currently also watch what I'm recording. So yeah, therefore, and it looks, I think the graphics are much better, and they are simply better because the graphics are not definitely, in the end, the look of the game, you know, the graphics are, you know, the quality of the game, or the quality of the images of the game, or at least that's what I always think. And then the look of the game is a different story, but I'm personally quite a fan of the cartoonish look. And I'm really noticing that they are making it more detailed. You know, they are listening to us, so that's perfect. Because in that way we know that if we complain or we give feedback, it does work in the end. So yeah, that's enough said. I guess I'm just adding some lights in this area because we just want to light it up a little bit. And then I'm going to make the bar over here, I guess. Maybe I can literally make it exactly the other side of this. That's an idea, but we also... Maybe we can make a bar area over here. And then because we also have to have like the real coffee area. I guess I'm just going to make that entirely at this side, because it's going to be big, believe me. Then this is not exactly what we want. Which ones fit the color of this? Have they literally made something which fits with nothing? That would be so stupid. Come on. Nope, that does not fit. Genius. I'm never going to use this again, because, you know, if it doesn't work with... Nope. It does literally not work with other bar pieces. Alrighty, then I'm using a different bar. Sorry for the developer of that piece of item, or piece of bar actually, in the game, but I'm never going to be using that again. I'm sorry. Or only if I literally use it in this way, where I use only one bar piece, then it really looks cool. but I nearly never do that, so that makes it kind of useless. We're also going to add this one, making it modern. The interior will need to have some like brown in there as well, because this is kind of inspired by Starbucks, like I've said before, and therefore of course we need some brown tones. There we go. Maybe we can actually fix this. By the way, is this the first time that you can place an item? Because I've literally placed this old ones, you know, you can place this with these smaller items on it, and you can replace those as well. I think, you know, I've never experienced that in The Sims 4 before. Of course, with SimCity, I believe you could add things or remove things, but that's just a totally different game. So that's not really like, yeah, I don't know why I started about that. But I think that can be pretty handy, I guess. Let me see, how am I going to make these two pieces fit in? Because maybe it does fit with this item, the bar, I mean. But nope, that's just not... I really wonder what EA thought, you know, we're going to make a bar, but it's not going to fit with any other piece, or at least I have personally not found that piece yet. If we can now find it, then I've been ranting, and you can't really blame me about it, but maybe... no, but this is also not the one. But it is something I can use, I guess, though it looks kind of silly with those items, but oh well. Can I add some bar tools around there as well? Maybe that's... yeah, of course we can. How could I have ever forgotten that you can do that? Let me see, there we go. Then I am going to use these ones. And maybe we can change the color of this as well, so that it, yeah, works with the other colors. But I guess that's just not going to happen. Nope. Then we're making this entirely black with some white aspects. And yeah, that coffee machine, it really has to be red, you know. Such coffee machines for some reason always have to be red colored, in my opinion. That just really, yeah, that's just the color of such a barista styled thing. Then we've got this, and I'm making that work all together. Do we also need like an area back, like only for the not for the customers, but only for the people who work there, like the employees, I guess? Not, but I'm not sure. So let me know in the comments if that's necessary, because otherwise I'll add a small area for that around here. But I'm not sure whether that's really necessary. So if you have any tips for that, please let me know, because then I can add that later on. So far this is the look of this area. I'm not too sure about the color of this bar, but I guess it works out fine. Then will I add this as well? I guess I will. Yeah, because then we can create some cool effects. Adding those, that makes it modern. And then I'll add some paintings. I hope that's possible, because I'm not sure. Or paintings, I mean like boards saying what coffee we've got. You know, kind of advertisement. Which is not annoying, and normal advertisement is annoying, but that advertisement isn't, because, you know, you got to have it, because otherwise you don't know what you can order in your shop. Or in your cafe in this case, of course. Okay, I'm just going to copy them from here, because we've got one, and searching for them takes a long time. Okay, perfect. They don't fit on the window. That's kind of disappointing, but I must say I had expected it already. That doesn't mean that I found like a way to fix it already as well, because you've got to make it really big in order to make it not see through the windows, or just, you know what just happened. But maybe we can just, yeah, I'm not really sure about it. Let me think. Oh, we have different colors of this. Okay, because I thought we had more of these board kind of things, But apparently it's just only different colors which we've got. And if it's this size, then it will work out. Alrighty. I thought we had green as well. Yeah, then we must have another one. There we go. This is the one. Well, the one, maybe this one doesn't work either. Nope. But we do have the green option for this one, which is not good looking. I'm sure about that. I guess I'm going to change the windows which we've used over here. Oh wait, I see what I did there. I did something wrong because I didn't know that you could change the way the windows were located. Because I thought they had literally... Oh, they have actually thought about it. Genius. Alrighty, perfect. We've fixed the problem. Now we've got the problem of deciding which ones to use. I guess I'm going to place 4 of these over here. Oh, that doesn't simply not fit apparently. Or can, nope, it doesn't. Alrighty, then we just place 2 and maybe we place the other one because that's wider. There we go. Alrighty, let me see the color of this. We're just going for the regular black. Making it modern. Alrighty, I'm happy that I've found out what I did wrong there because, yeah, I thought already, you know, it's not really handy if you create it like that, EA, and they've really thought about it, so props to them this time. Let me see some other items to add in the kitchen. What is this? Oh, it's tea. Oh, we can always add that. It's also meant to be over here because it comes with this expansion pack. Get together. Anything else we can add? Yeah, we can add this, but I'm not sure what it is. So yeah, I'm not adding it. It's literally useless. Alrighty, for now I think this bar area is perfectly fine. We've really worked for way too long on that one. It's not that big and we've really worked on it for ages, but oh well. That's the way it goes every now and then. Sorry for that. So far this Let's Build has really been going very quickly because this is the 4th episode and we're already working on I cannot talk. On the interior, I mean. And I think in the next part we'll be able to finish the entire building. I hope, and maybe it will be in the 6th part, but most likely in the 5th one. So I guess I'm going to finish the wall paintings over here because that's just what I'm doing right now. And if I stop over here, maybe next time I'm recording I'm screwing it up, but there we go. Fixed that. Is there anything I can add over here? Maybe one last thing just to end this episode, because of course we do need refrigerators in this area, I guess, or at least, do we? Maybe I'm just going to add this one, but I'm not adding it there because I think these are for the customers to use, I believe at least. And then we also need some actual refrigerators, and of course it's a shop or a cafe, but it's something commercial, so in that way I'm adding several of them because that kind of looks commercial. There we go. And then maybe I can add this above it. No, that does not look professional, or at least not more professional. No, that doesn't work. Then I've got one more thing I'm going to try, using a different refrigerator and then adding something black above it, because otherwise, you know, that area up there, it's just kind of sad. There we go. And then we're adding this above it, and then also behind it because that looks cool. There we go. Enough reasoning. Yep, I like that. That's awesome. Alrighty. one last thing to add, because now I'm just working on it. I want to make it perfect. And that means that I want to add some more decoration. And that also means that the coffee machines have to move. And that we can add a sink, because of course this is simply an entire kitchen. And I've literally not added nearly all of the items, or nearly any of the items to it yet. Because of course in a cafe you need to have every coffee machine that's available. Because that's literally the only reason why you're a cafe, I thought. There you go. Just adding some coffee machines. Alrighty, I guess this looks fine, but let me know in the comments, what did you think of this episode and what do you think of the way the cafe looks like so far. But anyways, thanks for watching this. I hope you enjoyed watching it, and then I hope to see you back later.